Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video. Today we are going to attempt the target 35, which is the ice cream of CSS Battle number 7 Backface from CSS Battle.dev. So I hope like you liked my previous video. So this also I'm going to keep it consistent with that video styling. So with that said, let's get started. Yeah, so this is a blank screen that we are starting. So this is the ice cream that we want to make. So as usual, let's have one p tag and let's have style tag. So everything inside style tag. As usual, we'll give margin 0, padding to be 0. Then you have box sizing to be border box. Not required for this particular challenge, but still, it's a good practice to write down box sizing when you're styling generally. Then you have body tag. The body tag you have background. The background would be this color. So with that done, let's get to our p tag. So p tag will have position to be absolute. Uh, After using position absolute, the top and the bottom parameters are available. So top left 50%. You're not able to see them, so let's give a background red and let's give padding 10 pixel. So you'll see, so basically 10 pixel is like 20 by 20 width and height. So instead of using height and the width, we can use padding. So in this battle we'll use the padding because there are a lot of elements and every element has a different width and the height. So we'll use the padding for that. Okay. uh, Background to be red, the padding, and then we have the transform. Translate minus 50% comma minus 50%. So this is exact center we want. Now let's start each and every element. Say we'll give this as an ID equals A. Okay, we want this kind of a stick. So what we can do is we can give for ID A, we'll have padding. So we can have padding of 25. Oh, 25 is too huge. 20. That's 40 pixel. I think it is 30 pixel, so I can have 15. Yeah, so the width seems to be 15. Uh, the height I can have 50 pixels. Yeah, so basically I'll push it down by 50%. So let's see. Then we'll have border radius. We'll give it to be like 5 pixel. 5 pixel is less, let's say 10 pixel. 10 pixel sounds right, and this is the color, the light color, so we can have background to be this particular color, or we can give background to be a linear gradient. So we have two color, one is dark and light. Say we have this up to 50% and the other color we have from 50% onwards. We can reduce the height and see if it matches. Say if it is 60 pixels That sounds less, so 4080 pixels. It sounds about correct. So let's translate this. uh, Minus 50 pixel on x-axis is right, and 0 oh, not 50 pixel, minus 50% on x-axis is right, and 0% on y-axis. Let's say 50%, no, 10, 20, 5%. So we have the first p tag, which is the stick. So instead of calling an id a, I can call id stick. The same thing we can write here to be stick. Yeah, and then we have the cream part. Let's call this as a cream. For the cream, we have padding. So let's decide on the padding first. Say 50. It's like 100 pixels width. It's exact. So the left and the right 50 pixel is equal to 100 pixel is right, but this is less. I think it should be another 25, so 75 plus 50. And yeah, I have to obviously push it on top. So we have transform translate minus 50%, comma, say 0, no, 0, minus 50%. %, 70%, 65, or 75 pixels. You can do that like 50 pixels, minus 50 pixels, minus 150. Oh no, minus 100 pixels is right. So I'm pushing it up, and now we need to have a proper border radius. So first, the top border radius, since the width is like 100, we can have 50 pixels. So 50 pixels is right for the top. 50 pixels top, left and top right. Then we have bottom right and the bottom left. I think this should be 25 pixels, or 20 pixels. 20 pixels is right, so we can have 20 pixels and another 20 pixels. With this, we'll change our background color. Background to be yes. So we have the stick and the cream. With this, if we submit, this should be an 100% match without any doubt. Let's submit and see. So we have gotten 100% match. Though this is not the code that you'll write for CSS Battle, but this is the CSS way of writing and CSS way of understanding stuff. So here we are using IDs. We are using a common. We need not have this transform translate minus 50/50 because we are anyways changing that in both of our P elements. We need not have this background because again we are changing that in both of our P elements. We need not have padding as well. Padding was just to see that initial red box. That's not required. So with that said, this would be the code that will make this particular thing work. So if you see, we are repeating stuffs in here. We can have padding and we can give a variable and we can use the same variable here. We can do different stuffs with this, but I think this is enough for this particular battle, and this is the best way to write CSS. So with this said, let's get on with reduction of this code. Let's try to reduce it as far as CSS Battle is concerned. Let's select everything that is at the same level, and I'll give backspace so that the spaces would be deleted. It's in line. Next thing I will do is code that we wrote was complete, and this is just I'm removing all the spaces from between uh, the tags and the elements. A lot of other stuff that you could do. You can avoid this last bracket. So with that, it is 367 characters, and it is also the right 100% match. So with this, I hope you enjoyed this particular CSS battle. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the like button so that this video reaches to as many people as possible. And in the next video, we will be covering this particular stuff, which is also quite simple. We can use the same stick pattern and just repeat it, push it up and down a little, and would be done. So let's see how we'll do that in our next video. And with that, see you and have a great day.